you so much, Tony. And good morning, everyone. Good afternoon for people in different time zones. My name is Bashar Haider, Sales Manager at Cedar Procons. And I would like to thank you for joining us today in our webinar. As my colleague Tony said, we will start now. I will give you a brief presentation about Cedar Procons, who we are and what we do. And then the second part, we will move with Tony to the actual demo of the application, which is SAP Business One. So let us start the presentation. I appreciate if you can keep yourself muted during that time to avoid any noise, and then we can have questions later. So in our presentation, we're going to talk a little bit about Cedar Procons. What do we do? Where are we located? Which sector do we serve, and so on. Our regional presence, where our offices are located, what's the geographical area that we serve. What's the competitive advantage of Cedar Procons and why to go with Cedar Procons? What makes us different and what differentiates our offering? Then we will move quickly on SAP Business One, the application that we are demoing today. I give you an overview or a high-level overview of the application. And then industry solutions, which complements the SAP Business One application, serving different verticals, and a few success stories, and then we'll finish our presentation. So in a nutshell, Cedar Procons is a digital transformation enabler focused for SMEs, small and medium-sized companies. Cedar Procons is a platinum partner and is a part of a multinational Spanish group called Cedar. Cedar is a platinum partner also, located in 25 countries, covering 5 continents globally. Cedar Procons serves Middle East and North Africa region with over 500 customers there, providing solutions for SMEs, primarily SAP Business One and the industry-specific solutions complementing this offering. We operate from offices in UAE, Kuwait, Lebanon, and Saudi Arabia, but our customer base extends to 18 different countries around the region, from Bahrain, Oman, Yemen, Jordan, and other countries. These are our offices. As we said earlier, we're located in UAE, Lebanon, Saudi Arabia, and Kuwait. And I would like to give you a few interesting metrics about Cedar Procons. We have over 60 SAP Business One functional consultants serving our customers. We have till date, over 500 customers in the MENA region. We offer 8 industry-specific Business One solutions. These are the ones that we mentioned, help you in your vertical and your specific industry, and 4 local offices in MENA. All this together enabled us to be part of the SAP Executive Council, which is the top 10 SAP Business One partners globally on a global level, and become the largest SAP Business One partner in the Middle East and North Africa region. The competitive advantage, what differentiates Cedar Procons from others, is basically a well-rounded ecosystem of offering that we have, starting from the local offices. So we are next and close to our customers. In-house development, where we customize and enhance the application in-house. The bilingual consultants that we have, where we cater to whether you are English speaking or Arabic speaking or other languages, let's say. The call center that we have, which is the support offices. We have 2 dedicated support centers in the region, covering your different time zones. And the business intelligence offering that we have, which enhances the capabilities of the application, thus giving you faster access to information to make useful decisions. The most important part of the competitive advantage that we have is the concept of TAM. And what is TAM? TAM is the Technical Account Manager, which is the consultant that will work closely with you, okay, to advise you and consult you on your digital transformation journey. So our partnership with you doesn't only stop at the go live of the project, but it also extends for years to come, where we help you in planning and executing your vision and your digital transformation plan. Let's talk a little bit about SAP Business One, the application that Tony will demo for us today. Some interesting facts. Out of 378,000 customers for SAP globally, 250,000 are small and mid-sized businesses. It is only logical to have SAP Business One as part of the application stack from SAP, covering the small and medium-sized enterprises. Currently, SAP Business One is used by over 70,000 customers on a global scale, with 1 million users using the applications as we speak. It is sold in 170 plus countries, offered in 28 languages, Arabic, of course, being one of them, with 50 country-specific localizations or region-specific localizations. As we said earlier, there is an ecosystem of over 500 industry solutions that we are going to run through them quickly during the course of the presentation. So what's the SAP Business One core platform? The core platform is the components that will enable you to run your business in any industry that you are working in, starting from the accounting and financials, inventory, production and material requirement planning, projects and resource management, sales, service management, and procurement. This is the classical approach of any ERP. So is it enough in today's rapidly changing market? Basically, no. That's why SAP Business One extends to new technologies, whether it's IoT, machine learning, adapting to reading from machines and adapting accordingly, being able to process big data to provide you with timely access to information, to useful information to take decisions, as well as mobility, analytics and business intelligence, and cloud technologies. The system is flexible to run in several deployment options, whether it's on-premise or on cloud. Of course, the differences and the benefits of each are obvious, being the better long-term total cost of ownership and on-premise and making use of your investment infrastructure, while eliminating the headache and the investment and the CapEx investment infrastructure in the cloud option. And all the security and all the failover and the disaster recovery that we all take care of in the cloud option. The system runs on two databases, either one of them, either on SQL, Microsoft SQL as a database, or on SAP HANA. SAP HANA is the in-memory database from SAP that provides you with built-in smart apps that comes with the product and built-in dashboards and KPI and business intelligence capabilities. Some of the main SAP HANA apps are, for example, enterprise search, global search within the application, intelligent cash flow forecast, available to promise stock levels to customers to guarantee customer satisfaction, delivery schedule management, intelligent forecasting, and sales recommendation, for example. And we're going to see those in more details during the demo. On the BI side, the analytical portfolio is vast from SAP HANA, where we have inbuilt dashboards and KPIs, where we can combine dashboards and KPIs to come up with more advanced dashboards. The interactive analysis is one important feature of SAP HANA, where we can export directly to Microsoft Excel and have the connection available all the time to get updates from the real-time data. On the mobility side, SAP Business One comes with several apps. The main ones are the sales app, where the mobile sales team can, on the fly, create customer accounts, view stock, place orders while with the customer. The other one is the SAP Business One service app, where easily the technician can receive job orders, execute the job order, and close it while with the customer. The industry solutions that we mentioned earlier, I'm going to run quickly through them, but it's basically the add-on solutions which are certified and from SAP and integrated with SAP Business One, and it covers a wide spectrum of add-ons, serving many verticals and many industries, whether you are in retail, for point of sale, for example, treasury, production, warehouse management, in the oil and gas industry, real estate and property management, maintenance and field service technicians, whether you're integrating with e-commerce, automotive, for example, payroll and HR. So it is a wide let's say, ecosystem of add-on solutions that will help you extend and enhance the capabilities of SAP Business One and make better use of it and have a better investment for years to come in your application in order to execute properly your digital transformation plan. I'll finish up the presentation with some success stories, some of our top customers in the region, in UAE, for example, and you can see the diversity of the customers and industries-wise. For example, My Dubai, the largest water bottling manufacturer in UAE. We have Camel Goodness and food production. We have F&B like Safadi and Manouche Street, White Aluminum, for example, and production also. And KSA, also more production companies, financial services like Musharaka, for example, or American Express. In Kuwait, like Abraj Water, again, Al-Hajri in pharmaceuticals, the Al-Majal for drugs, Central Circle for medical equipment, Bukhansin Holding, Samsung. And Lebanon also, and food production like Libonlay, Sudanco, and building materials like Center. In Qatar, in F&B again, with Burger King and Applebee's, Aqar and real estate. And some of the countries where we have extended our services and our reach, like Iraq, Oman, Bahrain, and Jordan. That's basically my presentation. I'll be more than happy to share it with you after the webinar. And please, if you have any questions, please go ahead. And I'll leave it now to Tony to start the demo. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Thank you, Bashar. Thanks for the presentation as well. So we will leave the question till the end. So if you have any question, we will again unmute everyone, or someone who's gonna ask question will be and unmute himself. So now we will talk more a little bit about SAP Business One. Let me share my screen as well. So, okay. So I will switch between just 1 minute. Just share the other screen. So from my side, we will start. We'll talk about SAP Business One, and I will be switching as well to show you the system while doing the presentation. And I will leave later on if you have any question regarding SAP Business One. This is a quick presentation about the system and the capabilities. I will not talk about the standard model of SAP Business One because as you know, in the market right now, we are not looking on a standard ERP anymore who can do finance, sales, procurement, because this is the capability standard of SAP Business One. But as mentioned by Bashar, you are looking for a journey with your implementation company. Okay, and as well with the software you want to implement. So you want to have a system that can be scalable, that can adapt to the technologies that is coming in the future. Okay, and nowadays it is a digital transformation time. Okay, and everybody has to adapt to it. We don't do any more standard ERP functionalities, but we are going into intelligent ERP where the system should advise you what are the decisions that you have to take, what is recommended, for example, what is the recommendation for you, which market you have to target, which segment you have to go in as well. So SAP Business One is a digital transformation platform. It's not only an ERP system, it's a digital transformation platform. Why? We have already, SAP has already put a big investment on the ERP, on SAP Business One to make it a digital transformation platform and invest from 3 to 4 years on the system to invest in the database, which is HANA, okay, and as well in the technology, okay, which is a diversity of different technologies that can be adopted into the system, that has to be adopted into the system, okay. So now if you go to anywhere in the world, okay, you are connected to anything in your mobile, in your cars, in your houses, everything is connected, okay, to anything. So from your home, you can connect to your turn on the car. From your office, you can check the temperature of your home. So this is a way of a digital transformation. So what is the benefit and how an ERP system like SAP Business One, okay, can benefit you, okay, with the digitalization. So as mentioned by Bashar, and he already showed this slide, okay. So we have different things. We have the cloud technology. So SAP Business One is a platform that can be adopted on the cloud, okay, and we have our own cloud solution as well that sits on SAP's cloud platform, okay, and can be adapted for you, okay. So if you don't want to invest in your hardware, you don't want to anymore to invest in your support for the hardware, okay, you just have to plug it in the cloud, okay. And the good thing in cloud that the servers are scalable, so you don't have to worry if your data later on is getting bigger or the number of users is getting much more. So the cloud platform is scalable, so you just have to up and it will be on. Internet of Things. So everybody, as I told you, everything is connected right now. Machine learning as well. When you want to do, for example, if you have a manufacturing company, you are in production. Okay, you want to have your machine already connected and put data into SAP Business One to be analyzed and into your ERP system to be analyzed and to advise you. Okay, what can be produced, which line of production, for example, has to be maintained, which machine has to be maintained, is the ratio is getting less, it is getting better. This kind of data, you have to read it from the machine, and the system has to advise you what are the info that needs to be. Bashar, can you just add the people that are in the lobby, please? Thank you. So as well for the big data, that helps you in this as well with the analytics. And you have as well on top of SAP Business One, which can be on the cloud, it is well on mobile. So we have two main apps, which is the sales app and as well the service app, which is out of the box in SAP Business One. We will show you like a demonstration on that as well. And as well, if we go to more specifically about the mobile technology, okay, you can develop of the ERP system or any platform. Hello? Okay, any platform in the system, okay, that you want to integrate. So let's talk about first of all the analytics. Okay, analytics, it's a standard functionality in SAP Business One. So you have the dashboard, you have the KPIs, you have the interactive analysis, you have as well, you can extend on, which is already covered in SAP Business One. You can instead extend this functionality to have it on either Analytics Cloud or Clarity, okay, as well, and you can as well benefit from Excel reporting, Analytic Reporter, and SAP Crystal Report. What do we mean? So the dashboard and KPI, so I'll switch now to the system to show you what we are talking about. So this is the main screen of SAP Business One. You can see everything here, all the KPIs, all the dashboard, everything, it is there. So for example, I can see the stock status, group of sales. I can see the KPIs, net cash flow. I can see the process. So what is the capability in addition? So out of the box, all these dashboards will be available for you in the system. You have around 120 dashboards that are already available in the system. As well, you can see that you can have a tool which we call pervasive analytics, where you can download all these, where you can create anything or edit or the dashboards that are existing in SAP Business One. So I can see that here I have all the dashboards that are created by me or by the system that's out of the box, or I can just click here, new dashboard, and start creating my dashboard. By creating my dashboard, I mean you just have to select which view you want to create. All these views are created as well out of the box. So for example, if I want to create something related to purchasing, I just have to select here multi-document scenarios and just click on, for example, purchase analysis by document, click OK. So now, so purchase analysis by document, and then once I finish, I click OK. Okay, and the system will show me what is the measures and what is the dimension for this data source that I have selected here. Okay, so for example, let me go to this one. Okay, so I can select if I want to check my net purchase amount, okay, in local currency for a specific items or a group of items. So I can select here the item type, the item description, or I can say, no, I want to see them, for example, by item group. I can see as well the instead of seeing it by item. So let me put here item code and description. You can as well have different type of view. I can limit my to top 50, to top 20, to top 30. I can say that I want to see it in a table view, or I want to see it in a chart column. I can change the chart column to bubble chart, to line chart, to pie chart. So you can select it. You can select different strategy type as well. Okay, as well you can take in and do some filter and parameters. So for example, if I want only everything that are related, for example, to a specific item group. So if I want to put here the active filter item group, so I want only accessories and not only printers and items. So these are the item groups that I want to filter in. So now this has changed as well. As I told you, you can do it as a pie chart. You can do it you can change it, okay, the way that you want. So this is one of the capability as well, and you can link it as well. You can see everything here. Okay, you can display all these dashboard not only on the main screen of SAP Business One, but as well you can link it to your sidebars. Okay, on any screen in SAP Business One. So you can link it with business partner, with sales order, delivery, AP invoice, purchase orders, quotations, items. So all these you can link them. Okay, and you can make the link and you can see all these dashboard from the different screen in SAP Business One. Okay, so this is one of the dashboard. You can as well have, in addition to these dashboards, the interactive analysis, which is out of the box as well. Let me just minimize this one. So if I go here to Excel reporting, so this is another type of dashboard that you can benefit from in SAP Business One. So if I want to, let's say, and this is out of the box as well, the same one, I will go to the same example. If I want to make a purchase analysis report, so now I can open my Excel, okay, and start digging in and do my reporting directly on Excel, and the data will be automatically retrieved in SAP Business One. So let me just open that again. So this is okay. So now, okay, so here the system will automatically show me all the fields, okay, and that I can do the reporting in. So I want to see my net purchase amount. So automatically the system will connect to the database and show me the results as well. I can go, for example, I want to see them by business partners, which is the vendors for me. Okay, so it will show me the vendors, okay, with the total. I can make filtering. So now we are working as a pivot table, okay, and that's it. So you can do filtering. You can put, for example, filter it on a date, for example, on a financial year. So let me put here accounting year as a filter. Okay, so now I'm making a filter, for example, for an accounting year. So now you are working on Excel and you can see, okay, which what is the filter that you want to choose. Okay, so this is another type. You can do it on journal entry, not on the purchasing. You can do on opportunities, on sales. You can do that. You have the tools, okay, to do reporting on all these models that are available out of the box in SAP Business One. Finance, CRM opportunities, sales, purchase, business partners, production, services. So these are all the models that are out of the box. Let me go to the presentation again. Okay, so this is a analytical portfolio of SAP Business One. As I told you, you have the standard capability of SAP Business One, or as well you can extend this capability and connect on SAP Analytics Cloud, which is a subscription-based cloud. Okay, and you can get this data with more advanced tool to get any response. So in terms of cloud technology, okay, as mentioned by Bashar as well, it is SAP Business One can be hosted either on-premise or on the cloud. And in the cloud infrastructure, it can be hosted by SAP or by the partner. As Theodore Porokon's SAP partner, we have our own cloud infrastructure, okay, approved and certified by SAP. We have more than 150 customers on the cloud right now, okay, on shared and dedicated environment as well, okay, where you can as well go into the hosting. So the ones that I was showing it is hosted on our cloud, okay, using the web client as well, using the web technology, okay, to connect to SAP to SAP Business One. Okay. Another thing that was introduced in 2020 in SAP, which is the web client specifically for the sales operation approval and management to get benefit from the web client. So we have another tool, what we call here a web client. Okay. So instead of going into all these models and everything here, you have the web client, okay, of SAP Business One, where you can have sales, purchase, business partners, okay, out of the box in this one. And this is as well mobile friendly, okay, so it will be rendered automatically. So if you open it from any mobile, okay, it will show you everything automatically, okay, the view on the mobile. So here in the web client, you can see all your menu. Okay, I can go create quotations, check my quotation, check my sales orders, delivery, make approval automatically. Okay, as well, if I go, for example, to sales and I want to check, for example, my 260 sales order. Okay, you don't have only the listing for this one, but you can see them as well in analytic view. So all these analytical capabilities as well extend to the web client, so you can see it on the web as well, not only on the application. So let me go to purchase order. I think I have to refresh this one. I'm not getting into detail right now. Later on, we'll go into more detail about the capabilities. If you want to have a demo on SAP Business One, detailed demo for that, we can go into that. So I will go back to my slide now because I think the web client will. I have something in my local machine. So the internet is not connecting. Anyway, I will go into back later on. So you can see here from the screen the capability of the SAP Business One client for documents, for item, for business partner, and for activities as well. As well, you can have a, as I told you, for the analytical charting that capabilities where you can change your chart and your reports directly from the web client. An extension for SAP Business One, which is I told you, I will not go into deeply and I will not read this slide, but the machine learning, okay, where the system has the capabilities as well to advise you and to give you more insights about, for example, your sales operation. So we have, I will show you some example again in the system, okay. So we have the sales recommendation, which is out of the box in SAP Business One, and we have as well the intelligent forecast. So if I go back to my web client, to my client here, so if I go to my sales order in SAP Business One, okay, so this is my sales order. So I'm requesting some items here, but the system as well can recommend for you based on some intelligent formula and some machine learning based on some intelligent methods that is put into the system. Okay, the system can recommend, can tell you what is your sales recommendation for this customer. So the system is recommending me to put, for example, P10003. So this is the item. I open the item directly from here. So yes, I want to add this to this item or to the sales quotation or to the sales order, and all this information will come automatically. So the standard price, you can show it from here, or I can have a specific price for this customer that can be shown as well. So you can see as well, if you want, if any other customer has been getting this item, okay, you can see as well the customer who bought this item also bought some other stuff. So this is one of the machine learning that you can, and the big data analytics that you can benefit from. Another thing that, for example, if I go to my MRT, yeah. So if I go to my forecast, okay, so you have the standard forecast in SAP Business One as well. You have something we call intelligent forecast, which is based on as well intelligent formulas, okay, that is out of the box available in SAP Business One. So I want to make, for example, a configuration, or sorry, a forecast based on some calculation method. It can be automatically, or you can select the method that you want, TSM or LRDTSA. Okay, you can base your history on your sales order, your delivery, your invoices. Okay, and you can set here what is the item group. For example, for me, I want to take into consideration only this item group, and I will tell the system to make a forecast for me. So the system will suggest what is the forecast, okay, based on the all the history, okay, that I have selected, okay, based on these formulas that I have here as well. For example, now I'm taking into consideration only this year. So if I want to put it, for example, more, I just have to drag it, and all these data will change as well. Okay, and change the data that I can see. So if I want to put, for example, and if I want to change as well the method from TSM to another method, okay, I can say, for example, I want to use this one right now, and the system will show me as well other stuff and show me other results. Okay, so once I finish, I just have to save it. Okay, and the system will give me the forecast that I have to put into the system, so I don't have to do it manually in the system. Of course, you can change it later on, but this is my forecast, okay, based on the intelligent forecast in the system. So these are two methods. Of course, you can extend these functionality to link it to other things. For example, some of our customers, okay, link it to a messenger or a marketplace where when you go into, for example, if you take a picture of the items that you want to see or you want to get, okay, the system will look into the pictures that you have uploaded into your item master data and recognize everything from there, okay, and suggest directly to the customer using the assistant bot, chatbot, okay, to automatically give him the prices and everything that is available in your stock. You can automate, for example, the order to cash as well, instead of putting manually, for example, all the orders. It can come from any place, okay, using some intelligent formula and automate. For example, this is another customer, and I will share with you later on these the slides, and you can see all these examples how it was applied, okay, on YouTube, because they have them already available for some customers. For example, image recognition. Okay, so if you want to place, for example, a sample, you can put just a sample, and the system can go into, as I told you, just like the one that we have seen right now. Okay, big data. Big data, it's a big word for us. Okay, what is the benefit of your data right now if you want to see how these data, okay, all of you has, for example, data that needs to be analyzed, but how to analyze it? What is how I can read this data? So you need a system to read for you this data, to make the relationship between these data, to check the transparency of this data. Is it a good data that we can benefit from? Is there anything that is wrong in this data? What is the frequency of something that is happening? So you need a system, okay, to transform this data into interactive process for you. So the system has the capability to do that. So we have two tools, for example, in the system, which is cash flow forecasting and the available to promise, advanced available to get transparency, what you can deliver, what is the promise, for example, to the customer, okay, and what is the, for example, the cash flows that will come, okay, and the cash flow forecast that can be very helpful for companies as well. I will show you different things here. Okay, so I will go to the forecast first, cash flow forecast. So this is the cash flow forecast for me in the system. The system will automatically advise me. So you have these documents that will be taken into consideration. This is the incoming payments that you have. This is the certainty levels that you might have because, for example, some of the customers are not good payer. Okay, so it's not a certain that they will pay. Okay, so you have these deliveries, for example, that will be delivered, but there is a certain that cannot be delivered based on your stock data, for example. So this will be your projection of your cash flow. You can configure it as well using different method. Okay, so my certainty level is high, is low. So you can as well change the certainty level. For example, I can say that cash account, okay, so which is level 1 for me because I'm the customer will pay as cash. But for example, for checks, I don't think the certainty level is 3. I want to put it as 5. So I will change here and put it as 5 because I'm not sure that this check will be deposited or it can be void or it can be returned from the customer. So when you put all of these options, the system will automatically give you what is your cash flow forecast. As well, you can take, for example, your sales forecast and your expenses forecast in the system, into consideration. So once you're done, you can export these results to Excel, or you can just plug and play with these ones. Another type of, which is available to promise, but I want to go into more detail and show you, for example, the data management in the system. Okay, so here you can search for any data anywhere in the system, even if you have more than 10 million or 100 million records, because we are working in memory, which is purpose of the HANA technology, which is more faster than any database in the world. 10 times or 100 times faster than any database because it's working in memory. So if I go into, for example, put here technology, I will just put tech and click on enter. The system will automatically give me all the results in any field in the system that has technology. So the system will look into everything and search for me 660 resources, so 660 pages, for all these data. So it searched for 20 master data. So I have five business partners that have this key search keyword. I have as well contacts. I have in all my AR transaction. I have my stock management. I have my services. I have my AP transaction, my opportunities and banking. So whenever for example, if I want to filter, for example, for only the master data, it will give it to me I have 5 of them. And if I click here, the system will give me all the information as well. I just put the mouse over it. For example, if I go to AR transaction, if I put the mouse over any of these words, so you can see that here it's highlighting. This is the keyword that I'm searching for. And if I highlight here the credit note that I want to check, it will give me all the information. And even if I click here, it will automatically open the screen for me. Okay, so you can manipulate these data as well. Another type of data as well, which is on top of the analytics that you have seen here as well, we have something which is very important as well on the level of the business partner. If it is a customer, let's go to the customer master data. Okay, for the analytical, because I think I missed that, I didn't show it to you. Okay, so if I go to any of these customers, for example, if I want to go to Earthquake Corporation, so I told you in the beginning that it's not only the dashboard that can be seen on the landing page of SAP Business One, but it can be as well linked to to any of these customers as well. So you can see all the dashboards that are linked here, or as well you can have a 360 view for these customers. So I can go to Pervasive Analytics, and check all the customer information in one screen. So this is for this customer, I can see the general dashboard, the sales, the order fulfillment, and the receivable dashboard. So you can see all a 360 view for your customers, from the screen. You can edit it and you can add as well anything related to any dashboard that you want, or you can just have additional pages, for the landing page or for the customer 360 view for any customer. Another one, let's go back to the presentation. So we talked about these two. So the next one, which is the Internet of Things, here we are talking about the IoT, that is available everywhere right now. It can be available in your car, in your social networking, in your Bitcoin, and Alexa. So Internet of Things, it's very vague, and you want to have a connection between all of these stuff. For example, I want to get some marketing campaign linked to Twitter or to Facebook or to Instagram or to any hotspot. So you want all of these to be connected all together and give you instant result to your ERP system to create marketing campaign, to see what is the marketing campaign, and what was the benefit from this marketing campaign. So all these APIs and RFIDs and technologies that are using it around the world can be connected through SAP Business One API or service layer to exchange the data, between your system and their system as well. One of the example, for example, is the automation for your factory. As well, you can link, you can see the YouTube link later on that as well. As well, for example, one of the example that we have seen in, for example, in Barcelona, they introduced something where they have saved some expensive bottle and they put just a small sensor in it, which costs like $10. Okay, and whenever this bottle is moving, they will get alert into your system and measure the expenses that you will lose if this bottle has, for example, moved into the system, and will record any transactions that was done on the bottle directly in the system. So this is an example as well. Last, I will talk about the mobile technology. As I told you that for the mobile technology, you have two tools that it is available now in the system, which is already, which is the service and the sales app. So let me switch as well to my mobile. Okay, so here I have these two apps, B1 Sales and B1 Service. So if I go to the B1 Sales, I can log into the B1 Sales application, which is out of the box. I can do activities, I can go to opportunities, quotation, sales order, customers, item master data, delivery. For example, if I go to my opportunities, I can see that I have all the lost, all the won opportunity, all the open. If I have any open opportunity, what is in the pipeline? Okay, and how is my pipeline is doing? I can directly start adding opportunity directly from here. Okay, or for example, if I am at the customer place and the customer told me I want a quotation, you can directly go to the quotation, check all the quotation, if they have been approved or not, or you can just approve it directly if you are a manager. Go to the quotation, select the business partner. For example, I want ADA technology. Okay, all the information for ADA technology will come, and here I can see that, okay, I can start selecting my item, for example. So if I want to go to items, okay, the same way that I'm seeing in my in the web client that we have seen that I can add either items manually or the system can make a recommendation for me. So we recommend to do that. Okay, and automatically the system will show you what is the price and what is the availability for this item. So I click on add, automatically the price and discount will come automatically. Once I finish, I can create these ones. Okay, I can see the details for anything related to the customer with the payment terms and how he will pay, and create this quotation which will be reflected into SAP. As well, for example, if you want to see instant, if you are at a customer and tell you, and the customer will tell you what is the benefit, what do you have in storage, or if you have availability for X item, you can go, for example, to printer label, and you can check the item. I want to check. I can see that I have in stock quantity, but where is it located? You can see all the availability in all warehouses for you. So all these 500 items are in stock, okay, in general warehouse, but I have as well ordered to 871. So I have a purchase order that is coming, okay, so my available later on will be 3,000. So everything will be here in the application. As well, you can see as well your report using SAP Crystal report as well. You can see all the report, or as well you can see the KPIs, and you can add the KPIs directly here. So this is one of the application of SAP Business One quickly. Another one, which is a B1 service as well, the service app, which is linked to SAP Business One as well, where you can record your service call to the technician and assign to the technician all the service calls, check their KPIs, check all the tickets that they are assigned to, follow up, create activities, create quotation, check the availability of the spare parts, and as well if they want the customer to sign once they finish the assignment, okay, the customer can directly sign on the application itself. So these are the two apps that can be downloaded from SAP now. Okay, you have a demo version for that. You can either download it from Apple Store or Google Play as well. So they are available on Android and iOS. So that's what I wanted to show you. you have to transform your business if you want to keep your business running. Okay, SAP Business One will allow you to do that. Okay, using all the technologies that I showed you today, and we can go into more detailed data and information. Okay, later on, if you require any demo or any additional information, I will be available as well as and Bashar and our sales manager.